Hey guys, so today's tutorial is going to be on the look I'm wearing right now. This is a reverse smoky eye. This is the first time I've ever tried doing a reverse smoky eye, so I hope you guys like it. I think I did a little bit more help on the, not so much the blending, but how far I came out, but I still like it, so I'm gonna post this anyway. Like I said, yeah, this is the first time I've done a reverse smoky eye, so I hope you guys like it as much as I do. Before we begin, I want to ask of you to make sure you are subscribed to my channel, follow my other social medias, and watch my previous videos. And that's all I have to say for now, so let's begin. Which side is it? I don't know, but just let's get to this. Damn, I look shiny. Anyways, my face is moisturized and ready to go. So I'm gonna start with a mattifying primer. And I'm gonna apply it in the spots that I always do, which you guys seen where I apply it, which is this little part of my forehead, the sides of my cheeks and nose, and a little bit on my chin. And I'm using the Cover FX mattifying primer, which is this one right here. I went ahead and did one eye off camera because I didn't know what I wanted to do, but then I saw a reverse smoky eye and I said, you know what, let me try that. So today I'm going to be using the Master Palette by Mario by Anastasia Beverly Hills because I feel like it. I haven't used this palette in like forever, so I said, you know what, screw that, I'm using this palette today, and that's what I'm doing. All right, I'm going to start with the eyeshadow called Isabel on a Morphe M441 brush, and I'm gonna place Isabel on my crease, but again, this is a reverse smoky eye, so I'm going to start in the inner corner towards the outer corner, but I'm not gonna go all the way to the outer corner. Oof. But before I forget, I have to set my eye. I almost forgot. I'm just gonna be putting a little bit of concealer, and I'm using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer. And I'm just gonna blend that out with the Beauty Blender. And I'm gonna be setting this with the RCMA Translucent Powder. I'm still using the Beauty Blender. Okay, so now we can begin. Like I was saying, the first eyeshadow I'm using is Isabel, and I lost my brush. Nope, I found it. And I'm using a Morphe M441 blending brush. So I'm going to be placing Isabel in the inner corner of my eye because, again, like I said, this is a reverse smoky eye. So we're going to start in the inner corner, and I'm just going to be blending this upwards and bringing it out halfway. I'm not going to come out all the way because I'm gonna leave all that bare. I hope that makes sense. I'm gonna start softly and I'm gonna keep adding eyeshadow until I'm happy with the way it looks. So I'm just doing small circular motions back and forth, but I'm concentrating most of it in the inner corner. So the next eyeshadow I'm using is Violeta, and I'm using an Ultra 21 blending brush for this application. Again, I'm starting in the center of my eye, more towards the inner corner of my eye. And this one's gonna be a little bit lower than I applied Isabel. And I'm gonna do the same thing, blending it into the crease and bringing it out just halfway. So this one is gonna be on the lid and into the crease. And I'm gonna do the same thing, slowly apply the intensity of this eyeshadow. So I want it to be a little deeper, so I'm gonna go back into Violeta or Violeta, however you wanna pronounce that. In Spanish or English, it doesn't really matter, it's the same thing. Yeah, so I'm just gonna keep adding more until I'm happy with the intensity of this eyeshadow. And again, I'm just keeping it in the inner corner of the eye. So the next eyeshadow I'm using is Muse, and I'm gonna be using the brush that came in the palette, the shorter end, and I'm just gonna take Muse and I'm gonna put it in the inner corner of my eye and blend in as so. But I'm gonna make sure I don't cover the whole portion of Violeta because again, I want it to be gradient. So I have Muse, Violeta, and Isabel so far. Once I apply this, I'm gonna go back to all the eyeshadows that I just used. So back to the brush which I used Violeta with, and I'm just gonna stamp it and make sure it's blended. But I'm also gonna be careful that I don't bring it out too far because it's a reverse smoky eye. We want to leave the end bare. And back to Isabel. Just to make sure everything is blended. So for my brow bone highlights, I'm using Hollywood on a Luxie 211 concealer brush, and I'm just going to highlight the brow bone area, and I'm going to start from the inner corner as well because this is we're working reverse. So I'm going to start from the inner corner to the outer corner. And once I'm happy with the brow bone, I'm gonna go back to the brush I used, Isabel, and make sure everything is blended. Now I'm gonna do a wing. I haven't done a wing in so long, so I'm gonna be using my NYC liquid eyeliner for this wing. And I'm just gonna go for it. Hopefully it comes out like the other one did. Like I said, it's been a while. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my face. I'm gonna be using the Dior Skin Forever foundation, and I'm gonna be using this little brush today. I normally don't like using brushes. I like using the sponge, but I'm gonna try this out. If I don't like the way it looks, then I'll blend it out with the Beauty Blender. Just a fair warning. I'm gonna shake this up a little bit, put some on the back of my hand. I'll do 2 pumps for now. And here we go. I don't know, should I apply it to my face first? Let's see. Okay, it's kind of working out. This shade looks to be a little too light for me. I'm not sure. But that'll get fixed once I put bronzer and all that stuff. Alright, so the brush is working out. It looks pretty good. It's blending it in to the skin really nicely. So the little brush worked out nicely. This is a crown brush that came in a BoxyCharm, so I am happy I got it. It does look really nice. It applied the foundation really nicely, and the brush is super soft. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill in my brows. I'm gonna be using the Brow Gal by Tanya Crooks, and I'm gonna show you how I do briefly one eyebrow. You guys seen me do this in practically all my videos. So I'm gonna start with the darker shade on the outside and then the lighter 2 towards the inside. And I'm just gonna fast forward this, and when I'm done, we're gonna move on to the concealer. Now moving on to the concealer, I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape in medium. As you can see, the foundation oxidized to the right shade, so I'm happy about that. Doesn't look like it's too light or too dark for me, so that's good. All right, so the concealer. This Tarte Shape Tape is very heavy, so I don't like to go in like you see a bunch of girls, they just start doing a bunch of lines in a triangle. I don't like doing that because to me, this is like super thick. and heavy, and I don't like that big heavy look. So I'm just gonna start with those 3 dots, and I'm gonna go right in with the Beauty Blender and start blending that in. A little goes a long way, you guys. Seriously, this concealer should last you forever. It is a little pricey, but not that ridiculous. But it should last you for a long time, because I don't understand how a lot of the beauty bloggers use so much of it. Like, I don't understand. There's no need for it, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say. I mean, to each its own, but there is no need for it, because this covers a lot. All right, so moving on to the highlight, and this is another reason why I use a little bit of that Tarte Shape Tape, because I'm gonna go in with another concealer. This one is the Sephora Bright Future in Custard. I like to use this one for a highlight. Just to highlight this just a tiny little bit. And again, I'm not gonna apply a lot. That's all I need. It looks like a lot, but it's really not. And now go back in and blend it out. There you go. And that's all I'm gonna highlight today. Now I'm gonna set the concealers with the RCMA translucent powder. And yeah, like I said, that's all I'm gonna be highlighting today. I don't feel like I need to highlight anymore, because I want to look nice and bronzy. And the foundation matches me so well, which I'm totally surprised. The foundation matches me so well that I don't feel like I need to do any highlighting. Any more highlighting, meaning, you know, the nose, the forehead, the chin, and all that other good stuff. I'm gonna set the rest of my face with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus pressed powder. And by the way, if you're interested in knowing what color foundation I'm wearing, this one is 031, and it smells divine. I've said this in the past, this foundation, the Dior Skin Forever, smells so pretty. I feel luxurious when I wear this foundation. All right, so I'm just gonna set the parts of my face I didn't set with the translucent powder, with the RCMA. So I'm just gonna set it with this pressed powder. And the blush I'm using is the one that comes in this Tarte palette. This one is the Double Duty Beauty Classic Courage palette, and the blush is called Courage. It's right there. I'm gonna take a little bit and place it on my cheeks. I like to bring the blush all the way to the back and up a little bit towards my temple. That's just the way I like to apply my blush. And I like to use a dual fiber blending brush. And I think these blushes smell so pretty as well. For bronzer, I'm gonna use this Mineral Glow Bronzing Powder by Pure. Just taking a big fluffy brush and just gonna dab this onto the forehead, the top of my forehead, around the temples, under the cheekbones, around the ear, and onto the jawline. And I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. For the highlight, I'm using the Anastasia Illuminator in So Hollywood, which I have quite a few Anastasia highlights, and I need to use them more often. When you end up having quite a few highlights, it's like you don't even know what to use anymore, because there's so many that I'm refusing to buy anything else. Even though there's so many things out there that I want, and I'm like, no, Shell, just stop. You need to finish what you have before you go buy more stuff. It's so hard though, but I've been really good. If you have been following me for a while, you know that a lot of the stuff that I've been using, I've had it. It's not new. And if anything that I do like, it's a replacement because it finished. So for the under eye, I'm gonna go into Violetta first, and I'm using a Makeup Geek pointed crease brush for this application. And I'm just gonna keep Violetta really close to my lower lash line and buff that out. I'm gonna be blending as I apply it. So you guys, my husband made me watch this stupid movie, Centipede, I think it's what it's called. He watched it a long time ago, I think when it first came out, and he wanted me to watch it and I refused because I just didn't think the whole movie, I just didn't care for it. Anyways, this time he pretty much made me watch it because we were in the room and he just puts it on and he's like, well, this is what we're watching now. And I'm like, I don't want to watch that. He's like, yeah, we're gonna watch this. I didn't leave, I watched the movie. What a stupid movie. I'm sorry for those who like that movie. For those who haven't watched it, don't even bother. And if I have little kids watching this, no, not a good movie. It's horrible. It's just a horrible movie all around. I didn't like it at all. Just thought I'd share that with you guys. I don't know why I felt like sharing that. Alright, so I'm still using Violetta. Now I'm going to do the next eye. And I will be right back to show you how I blend out the rest of my eye. Alright, so I'm going to clean off that same Makeup Geek pointed crease brush until I see no eyeshadow on it. And now I'm going to go into Isabel. Just take a little bit of that and buff it right under Violetta. So yes, the movie is disgusting and disturbing. Thanks, hun, for making me watch that. Alright, next I'm going to be using Fifth Avenue from the palette on a BH Cosmetics 105 pencil brush. And I'm going to be applying this on my tear duct area for a highlight. That's so pretty. This eyeshadow is so pretty and so pigmented. Love it. And I'm gonna exaggerate this because it's all about the inner corner today. Now I'm gonna apply some mascara. This is the Maybelline mascara, the falsies. And after that, I'm gonna apply these Kiss lashes in Midnight, and I will be right back. Lashes are on. Now I'm gonna use the eyeliner. This is a Marc Jacob eyeliner, and I'm just gonna place this on my lower waterline. On the lips, I'm gonna be using this Real Her liquid lipstick in Lady Love. And this is it, my loves. This is the end of this tutorial. I hope you guys like this look. This is my reverse smoky eye. This is the first time I've tried doing a reverse smoky eye, as I said in the beginning. So I hope you guys like it. I am loving it. I think I'm gonna be doing this a lot more often than I thought I would. I'm gonna try all different types of colors. So yes, I'm looking forward to that. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Follow my other social media and watch my previous videos. Until next time, my loves. Mwah. Hugs and kisses. Bye.